Hello, classmates. I'm going to tell you little bit about this great book that I read called Rules by Cynthia Lord. This is a book from 2006 by Scholastics. This copy anyway, has 2,000 or 200 pages. It's a pretty easy read. It's a nice preteen or teenage book. I'm going to start by reviewing it a little bit, summarizing what's inside, and then telling you what I liked best about it, and then maybe what I didn't like so much about it. But this book is centered around 12-year-old Catherine, and it's read through the eyes of Catherine, and it tells you a little bit about Catherine's life and what Catherine's going through as a 12-year-old. So this book pretty much, Catherine's life revolves at this point around her brother David, who has autism. And Catherine is a little bit embarrassed, but feels guilty that she's embarrassed about her brother's autism. So she tries to help him understand how the world works by giving him rules. And they're little easy rules to follow, sometimes things to help him get along or understand how the world works, like, chew with your mouth closed, don't put toys in the fish tank, knock before you enter the bathroom door, things along those lines. Some rules are easy for David to follow, and other rules, he could care less and he doesn't want to bother with them. So Catherine struggles to balance what she thinks are normal and what normal kids her age are doing, along with what her life is like. And she struggles with the friendships that she's having. There's a new girl that moved in next door named Chrissy, and she struggles with managing and protecting David from people who laugh at him or people who laugh at him, and teaching David what good laughter is and laughter that hurts you. So she's trying to protect David as well as making friends and keeping friends. So this book is really about friendship and determining what's the right thing to do when the opportunity presents itself, regardless of how it affects you socially or how it affects you personally. So she's trying to learn all these things and navigate her way, in the world and find her identity. So she also meets a friend that she didn't understand, that she has never met, a kind of friend that she's never met before, named Jason, when she takes David to occupational therapy. Jason is a boy who's in a wheelchair and he's nonverbal. So he uses pictures and note cards to talk to people. And so she's never had a friend like that before, or never known anybody like that before. And so she's conflicted about being his friend or having a friendship with a person like that, even though she really likes Jason. So she's, learning how to navigate that, and also, just having that new friend Christy next door, who she's enjoying having a friend her age for the first time. So some of the things that I really enjoyed about this book was there's an overall lightness to it. The theme and the message of the book are clearly represented and presented, and it's an overall light and meaningful read. So that was nice about the book. I also thought that the main character, Catherine, is relatable to teens and preteens, and I think that she struggles with very real things that other teenagers and preteens would struggle with, like self-esteem and self-consciousness and friendship and loyalty. I think those are things that other people her age are struggling with. I also really enjoyed reading about Catherine's younger brother David, that his character was well executed, in my opinion. It was fun to read about him and to learn about a little bit more about autism and how their behavior is. I also think that the author, Cynthia Lord, took the focus off of the person with the disability and redirected it towards a family member, which was kind of unique to read the story from that perspective. And it lets the reader understand how family members deal with having a person with disabilities in their families, and how pressures and responsibilities, how they have to deal with them, and how it relates or affects their lives and their friendships and everything that goes on in their world. So overall, I think the book was really, really fun to read and light, and I think a lot of people enjoy reading it. So I give it a really good score, a 4 out of 5, and I think that anybody who reads it will really enjoy it. So, thank you. I hope you enjoy reading Rules by Cynthia Lord. Bye-bye.